WZR Radio starts now. You can join us in the live chat room at WZROnline.com/chat or call into the show at 518-712-3070. Now, here are your hosts, Ryan Clark and Matt Boone.
Fuck, man. What up, dude? It's Tuesday, September 27th, 2011. You're listening to WZR Radio, Ryan Clark Matt Boone. Matt Boone, what's going on, bro?
Hey now, how we doing, brother? You sound pissed already.
Bro, I could fucking kill somebody. I could kill somebody.
Are we starting early this week? It doesn't feel like it's...
I didn't have you on the line, bro, and I guess the theme hit, and here we are. So,
alrighty.
What are you gonna do, dude? This is crazy.
You want to do some plugs and shit, and then do the rant? Because I know you got a big one saved up in you right now.
It's just crazy, man. We launched the new WZROnline.com. I told you guys that was coming.
Looks fucking good too, don't it?
I love it, man. I mean, it's awesome, dude. It's awesome.
They've already got the new logo here on the Justin TV thing. You see it?
Oh, did they put it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's been great, dude. I don't know. How was the weekend, dude? We'll get into...
Crazy weekend. I mean, I'm not going to give you all the details, but it was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was, we had a UFC pay-per-view on...
oh, don't bring that up. That made me so sad, man.
Yeah.
Rampage is my boy, and I mean, he got his ass tooled.
I'll tell you what, between Anderson Silva, and I wasn't a big fan of, and now this, bro. And now this, man.
What the hell is that? Oh, your phone?
It's unbelievable, bro. Dude, I didn't
breathe, baby, breathe.
Deep breath, man. I didn't go to bed last night until about 5 o'clock this morning, and it's crazy. I think I finally, right before... Listen, man.
Oh, man. These guys, they're going to drive you crazy.
Live radio. Hello?
Yeah, I said they're going to drive you crazy before this day's over, aren't they?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And everybody in the chat, they think you sound drunk, and he was just explaining. He stayed up till 5 a.m. dealing with server problems, so he's a little tired, and his voice is fatigued. That's why he must sound different.
Yesterday I was up all afternoon yesterday. It's server issues, dude, and then you get into Apache and shit like that. All right,
wow. Oh, dude, I feel for you, man.
Hello?
Holy shit.
Hello. All right,
he's taking a call. He's going to tell these people to screw off. But
it's a guy. You know who this is? It's like a fan, bro. It's like a fan that calls my number and leaves voicemails, and it's like, unblock me, please, unblock me. I think he's from Ireland.
Your cell number?
My cell phone number, yeah. Man.
Was he like a SmackDown correspondent one week or something?
I have no idea. I think he's from Ireland, to be honest with you.
Oh,
he just calls over and over. Anyways, cell phone.
Shout out Seamus Island. Keep going.
Yeah, so we're good to go. Anyways, the weekend, dude, our Buffalo Bills, right? My Buffalo Bills and your Detroit Lions. They're on a fucking 3-0, baby, to start off the season.
Bills are 3-0 too?
Bills are 3-0. We defeated the New England Patriots. Bro.
Can you believe that the Lions and the Bills are undefeated, dude? It's crazy.
It is going into the season. See, you guys, who'd you guys play this past weekend? It was Detroit.
We played Minnesota.
Minnesota, right? The Vikings, dude. And we played the Raiders the week before, and I can't remember. I think it was Kansas City the week before that, and we beat the fucking New England Patriots, dude. Tom Brady's been putting up like 400, 500 yards every single week, and we beat them, bro. We came out and we beat the New England Patriots. So, and not only that, but we beat the Patriots, and the New York Jets lost, so we're now at the top of our division, bro. We're number one.
Wow.
Buffalo, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Detroit, you guys had a battle yourself. It wasn't like you just had an easy win. You had to really earn it. And the same thing with Detroit. We were down 20-0 going into the second half.
Right.
20-0.
Well,
and we ended up winning in overtime. It's crazy. Stafford, like you said, with Brady.
We've been down the past 2 weeks, right? We've been down 20 points or 18 points or something like that. The only NFL team in history to come back from 20 points down or 18 points down 2 weeks in a row.
That's crazy. Yeah, the Bills are always a come-from-behind team. Detroit usually is the opposite. Usually we do real good and then we blow it at the end. But last week it was it's a great sign for the season.
Yeah, but you've got somebody said on SportsCenter today you guys have a really tough schedule coming up.
Yeah, next week we're screwed, I think.
Who is it? Baltimore next week?
I want to say it's Baltimore. I'm not sure though.
I think so. So that was.
Wow, the Colts are 0-3 for real.
Yeah, man. Well, no Peyton Manning means no Colts. You know what I mean? They've got and everybody else out there, but I don't know, no Peyton.
What's up with Michael Vick? Is he injured?
He's weak to it. He suffered a concussion the week before, and then he suffered some sort of injury this past week. So he's dated.
Oh wait, the Lions got the Cowboys next week. They're telling me in the chat.
Is that who it is?
Okay, well, we'll kill them. They won last night, didn't they? They beat the Redskins?
They did. Romo sucks, though, dude. Romo's horrible.
Yeah.
It's garbage, you know? So that was, Sunday was football, and then Saturday was UFC Saturday night, and that's about it.
Friday, I had to watch SmackDown because I had to do play-by-play for the second week in a row. And there's nothing worse. Do you watch SmackDown?
Mm-mm.
It's unbearable, dude. You can't make it. You'll never make it through an episode. It's pathetic.
But you know what? Some people say that SmackDown is good one week, and then the following week it's lousy.
I don't know. I've seen it the last 2 weeks for like the first 2 times in like 10 years, but it's just garbage TV. You might as well be watching the Disney Channel.
There's no main eventers, dude. They're trying to build up Mark Henry into a main event guy. Otherwise,
I kind of like that.
Right, but it was Randy Orton and Christian before Mark Henry was built up to be a main eventer. You know what I mean? There's nobody else over there, so it's like, I don't know. You know?
It's the Randy Orton show for sure. Good. Last week it was kind of the Christian show, that part was good. His backstage stuff. He's awesome. I love Christian.
Well, and not only that, but Raw talents are over on SmackDown now, and SmackDown talents are over on Raw every week.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the brand extension is over.
Well, last night was like more SmackDown than Raw on Raw last night.
I know, it was crazy. You know what? I didn't catch Raw. Listen, you guys got to let me rant just give me like 10 minutes, and then here's the plan. All right?
Get the plugs out of the way.
We'll get the plugs out of the way, and then I've got a rant just the last couple days, man. And then I'm going to take you guys through the new WZROnline.com. Yeah, so we'll take you through that and let you know all the new features and everything. I got to set you up with an account, too, man. It's just been way too crazy. But so we'll take you through that, and then we'll talk about Monday Night Raw from last night. Hopefully you saw bits and pieces of that, dude.
I saw it, but let me be honest, I really don't remember it all that well. Like, when we start talking about it, I'm sure I'll be all right, but I definitely saw it.
A lot of beers last night, or what?
Yeah, it was some beers last night, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, some beers over the weekend, too, yeah?
Definitely.
Hey, by the way, it's good to have you back, man. We had it was me and Raj Giri last week, and
was Holler on last week? I heard he was talking shit.
No, I don't think so. Not last week.
They're telling me in the chat room that Holler is saying that I'm making the show worse, like, since I've come back.
Oh, you're entertaining, but come on now.
I was going to say, the chat room says that he's dead wrong. They say the show's better now, but...
No, we had Raj Giri. Raj Giri was here with me last week, and...
How was he? He was good?
Yeah, it was good, man. We had a good chat, man. It was a lot of Matt Hardy stuff last week with the, the whole rehab
thing. The rehab, yeah.
Everything else. But I'll tell you what, he's got to be hurting now, dude, because he went into rehab, Wednesday?
WWE sponsored that rehab, didn't they?
Well, listen, if WWE's going to pay for your rehab, why not rehab's not cheap, bro. Not cheap. And, if WWE's going to offer to pay, why not save some money and take them up on the offer?
Well, you not only save money, but you kind of get in their good graces again a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right, because they know you're taking
brownie points.
Yeah, exactly. So if you go through WWE, he doesn't have to pay for it, and then he gets brownie points like you say, too. So, why not, dude? But I'm just thinking, dude, put yourself in Matt Hardy's shoes, a guy that had, drug issues, self-admitted drug issues, and then... he goes into rehab, last Wednesday or Thursday, checked in at about 6 o'clock Eastern time, and it's not in the state of North Carolina. I think it's out west somewhere, but we don't have the exact location. Not only that, but it's rehab, and there's privacy laws and things like that, so you're not going to...
But you got to give him props, man. Like, admitting you have a problem is one thing. Actually doing something to fix that problem is a whole other thing. So the fact that he actually went to rehab means that he's recognizing he's got a problem and
wait a minute.
legitimately trying to fix it,
Wait a minute. Me and Raj talked about this last week, and it's either that where he finally realizes that he's got a problem, or he knows that he's got multiple court dates coming up, and you're talking about brownie points, okay, with WWE and taking WWE up on a rehab offer. He's going to go to court. The judges are going to demand that he goes to some sort of rehab program. He's got drug violations and alcohol and everything else. So the courts are going to demand that he goes to some sort of rehab program. So maybe he's just one-upping the court and saying, you know what, you're going to force me into this anyways, so I might as well go get it out of the way. And then when I go to court, I can go before the judge and say, hey, listen, I've already taken the steps.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It helps your court case for sure if you're correcting the problem without being forced.
Right. So does he really want to go and make himself better, or is he doing it to try to make himself look better in front of the judge?
That's a good question. I don't know, man. Only Hardy knows.
Only Hardy knows, so I don't know. So we talked about that last week, and that was about it, dude. I told the viewers that you were getting back rubs from other men, and so that was.
No, I told you if you needed me last week, I would have come on, and you said, you don't need. You said you wanted me to come on an hour or two, but I was like, if you don't need me, I kind of got something going on here. It'd be cool to take. I haven't missed 1 week since I returned.
You did say that you were going to call in at some point.
I said maybe. I completely forgot, to be honest. We got into some stuff over here. Whatever.
Yeah, get into some stuff, right? Some, no, never.
No. Come on, dude.
Never mind. All right, that story on Fox News? No. Never mind, brother. Never mind. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk Monday Night Raw. Good to have you back, dude. Raj Giri was good. And Roz is going to be back next week, too, because he's going to come on pretty much every time there's a WWE or TNA pay-per-view. He's going to come on for like a half an hour, just while we do the pay-per-view reviews. You know what I mean?
He's a big wrestling fan, and he's always got, like when he was on 2 weeks ago when I was on, he added a lot to the wrestling part of the show, because we're not very wrestling-heavy. We talk about football, MMA, personal life, shit like that. He's great for zeroing in and really talking the wrestling. He was
backstage with a press pass at UFC 135 this past weekend, man.
Denver, yeah.
Yeah, there's some video interviews up with Quentin Rampage Jackson. He got Rampage and Hughes and everybody, dude, over on Fightline.com. So.
Oh, he got Hughes? Ariel Helwani didn't even get Hughes. I don't think I ever told the story on air. I'm sure everybody that's an MMA fan knows who Ariel Helwani is. You know him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm supposed to work with that guy? I've got emails saved. We talked on the phone and everything. I completely forgot.
Really?
He wasn't a big deal yet, but it was Brian, Brian. He was going to sell MMA News to this foreign guy, and this foreign guy introduced me to Ariel Helwani and said, have a conference call with him. You guys are going to be working together, figure out what you want to do, and we figured it all out, and then the sale ended up going sour. But yeah, we were set to be like a team.
Crazy. He's the best. He's RK on the
good, man.
Says the best MMA reporter in the business. No doubt.
Definitely.
I agree with that.
No, and I don't take that as disrespect because I'm an MMA reporter.
He does the MMA live show on Tuesday or Wednesday. We had CM Punk on last week.
It's the MMA Hour. He does it on Mondays. Yeah, he had CM Punk on. Right, it was in the arena at Raw. You could hear them testing pyro and
everything. Yeah. Right. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get into Monday Night Raw. Give me about 15 more minutes. I'm gonna lead you guys through the new WZROnline.com. We'll get these plugs out of the way. The official website of WZR Radio, the newly redesigned official website of WZR Radio is WZROnline.com. We're on Facebook.com as well. Go to Facebook.com, do a search in the top navigation bar for WZR Army, and you can find us that way. We'll be taking your live phone calls here in hour number 2. We'll give out the phone number here in just a little bit. Like I said, Raj Giri's going to be back next week. We've got WWE Hell in a Cell coming up this weekend. If you guys want live streams, you can go to WSNlive.com. Once again, WSNlive.com, and I would register right now ahead of time, guys, and then you won't have problems on the day of the pay-per-view. So get over there, and Vendetta, who is producing us tonight, Vendetta and Rob do a great job over there.
They do a great job. Saturday, the UFC was HD quality, crystal clear, because actually I had 2 streams. The MMA TV stream, which was kind of blurry and faded, and I would check out their stream, and theirs was crystal clear. It was perfect.
Oh, yeah, they do a great job. TNA, WWE, and everything else. So
big boxing, too, they do, so they got everything.
I don't think we're supposed to talk about that. WSNlive.com.
Oh, whoops.
So get over there for that. Like I said, Rod's coming back next week with Hell in the Cell, so he'll be back here with me and Boone next week to run that down. Matt Hardy in rehab, we'll talk about that later. And we got off topic earlier, dude. He went in, last Wednesday or Thursday, right? So it's
I want to say Wednesday. I'm not sure, though, yeah.
Yeah, it's Tuesday now, so he's got to be in basically his peak of, the sickness and
feeling bad, yeah.
The withdrawal symptoms. He's got to be a mess these days. So
what was he officially hooked on? Do we know that?
God, it came out, well, he had prescription pills, and then Rebby Sky came out and denied that, but it seemed like Xanax and things.
Why do I want to think he was busted with, like, ecstasy or something crazy like that?
Well, they found a pill of ecstasy.
Wow.
So he was doing that, and then there was another thing. I talked with Raj about it last week with, the H and everything else, so.
Heroin?
Yeah, man, we'll see.
Oh, man, Matt Hardy, jeez.
Yeah, that hasn't come out yet, and we're not going to put that up on the website, but... Crazy, man.
Poor guy.
It's crazy. Well, that's what happens, dude. You get on the prescription painkillers, and then you go to something else, dude. And heroin's pretty much the same drug as prescription painkillers, just in a different class. You know what I mean? So
it's cheaper and more hard hitting.
Yeah, So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we'll talk about that. We'll touch on that in hour number 2. Like I said, your live phone calls as well. We already talked about football. Now we get into. Oh, by the way, check this out. And you're going to laugh, okay? And I'm going to have to deal with Boone through this, but check it out. Everybody on WZROnline.com has been demanding, okay? Everybody in WWE and CM Punk and everything else, they want the WWE ice cream bars, okay? Everybody on the shout box, not just one or two people, numerous people want WZR Online or WZR Radio T-shirts. You going to laugh?
I'm getting a text right now. I'm sorry. Do something about WZR T-shirts?
WZR Radio T-shirts, okay? And I know a guy that owns a T-shirt company, all right? And I was talking to him last night, and I've been offered a really good deal on getting T-shirts for WZR Radio. So what I was thinking is how many, and be serious in the chat room, how many it would probably cost you guys. I'll give away a couple for free on here. Like if we get a good caller or something like that, I'll buy a couple extras and then I'll mail them out and we'll give them away, okay? But they're going to cost you about $15, right? Maybe $20 at the most, all right? And we'd hook it up with the WZR logo, the new logo and everything else, right? And we get your sizes, extra large, small, blah, 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 blah. It'd be like $15. So how many of you guys would want a WZR Radio T-shirt? I know it sounds funny.
Looks like you could sell some.
A few? You know what I mean?
That's what they're saying. Some of them would. Yeah, they're all saying they would. Not if they're actually telling the truth or not. They're just trying to be fans here.
You'd be able to pay via PayPal and everything else, right? So we do like a WZR Radio T-shirt. We could have my face on it, your face. We could do whatever we want with.
Did you know they used to sell Boone T-shirts back in the day?
Boone T-shirts?
Wrestling Planet, yeah, they had my face on a T-shirt, and they were selling them.
Did they really?
This was like 2002, something like that, 2001. You know?
All right, so people would be interested. That's what we're getting.
Yeah, everybody in the chat seems interested in me.
All right, we're going to do it then. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to work out a deal with this guy, and we'll hook you guys up. We'll give away a couple for free here on WZR Radio, and the rest, there'll be a place where you can sign up, PayPal or credit card or however you want to pay, and we'll set that up for you guys. But as long as we can sell, 20 or 30 of them, I'm happy.
You know what you should get? You said you already got the design figured out, or no?
No, I was just going to put the logo up, and then...
Well, check it out. Here's a better idea. Now, I'm kind of ripping off half of a comment in the chat and mixing it with my own idea.
An army type?
Yeah, like make a camouflage and then make like a WZR Army kind of logo to go with the camouflage look.
Yeah, but you ever go to the store, dude, and you see somebody walking down the street in their army gear? Not somebody that's actually in the army, like somebody that has like a tie-dye shirt on or an army shirt. You look like a fucking cornball, dude.
I agree with you, but I think a lot of people would buy camouflage T-shirts.
Whatever the people want, dude. We'll talk about it here over the next couple weeks, and then we'll kind of go with the flow. Whatever these guys want, you know what I mean? And we'll hook it up. But we can get some people to buy them, and we'll give away a couple, like I said, for free on the radio show. We'll do it up. WZR Radio.
There you go.
Merchandise, baby. We're going big, man.
We're getting mainstream over here. What's going on?
Right. No doubt. All right, get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. All right, here's the deal. Give me 10 minutes. Give me till 8:30 Eastern time. Then we're going to get into Raw. There's no pay-per-views or anything, so we're kind of just killing time here. You know what I mean?
Well, when you're sitting there giving them this big preamble about how you have to do a rant, but I'm thinking they're looking forward to it. Do you realize when you rant, it's probably the most entertaining thing you do on the show?
Well, I don't really have... it's not really going to be a good rant. You know what I mean? No, I don't know.
Did you calm down a little bit? Because you were pissed a minute ago, I can tell you that.
Well, I get on here, dude, and I forget about the...
You forget about it.
You know what I mean? All right, so here's the deal. Load up another browser. right now. Everybody in the chat room, everybody listening on the do it with me, dude, because follow along. Load up another browser. Go into that browser and type in www.WZROnline. There it is. Pops up. Thank God.
.com.
Okay. So we go to WZROnline.com, right? Yeah. Obviously, this is a brand new design. I've been talking about it for weeks now, for months now, dude. You ask me every week, when's the new design going to debut? When's the new design coming? Well, Sunday during football, finally got a hold of my programmer, and we worked this out. And we had this design, dude. It was sitting there for months and months and months, and I'm like, dude, I want this. I want to launch this right now, but I couldn't get a hold of the programmer. So we worked on it Sunday, and as we were launching the design, we had to upgrade something called MySQL and the Apache, which deals with database and things that you guys don't see behind the scenes, web servers and everything like that. When we did that, it screwed up all the tables for the WordPress design on PWS, on WZR, all the other websites. Everything just went to shit, okay?
Yeah.
When we tried to fix that, the databases were corrupt and basically crashed on us. So we were fucked, okay? Then we were having a problem with load issues. And everybody that visits ProWrestlingScoops.com, you guys know that PWS is extremely slow. Whenever you went to the website, you would type it into the browser. There'd be like a 10-second load time. Or, you know, when you clicked on a headline, there'd be another 5 or 10-second load time. So we figured out a way last night during Raw. We sped up PWS, and I had hope that it would solve all issues with all the other websites, you know, going down. Basically, what would happen is they'd be up for 4 or 5 hours, and then the CPU would go through the roof, and they would all crash, and that would take us 20 minutes to an hour to get them back online. So
I'm impressed you know all this stuff. Continue.
Well, it's been crazy. I've been dealing with this for the past 3 days. So anyways, back to WZROnline.com. We put this up on Sunday, and I'm going to run you through all the new features. Everybody got WZROnline.com up? You got this up on your browsers?
I got it up. Oh, yeah.
All right, no doubt. Over on the left side, underneath recent posts, you're going to see some bigger images, right? There are 9 top stories there. Basically what happens is every single time I make a news post, it's going to show up on the left-hand side first, okay? As more posts are edited after the 9, those posts are going to be bumped over to the right-hand side, and the image will automatically shrink itself down, and the headlines and everything else to the left. So basically all your breaking news, the latest posts, like the top post now, you see the chat and you see the live stream. Once those get bumped down a little bit, they'll go over to the right-hand side, right? All right, so that's your main news line, your main headlines, right? You scroll down below that and you see recent galleries, right? That's the photo galleries that is really going to have, I'm hoping, this is what's going to make WZROnline.com take off, bro. With, I mean, you know how galleries are, where people scroll through and this, that, and the other thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got galleries, and Boone's going to come on board. He's going to be giving you guys your galleries pretty much on a daily basis, and I'll hook it up as well. I'll do most of the Hollywood stuff, you know, like the Paris Hiltons and the Ashley Simpsons and like that, and then you'll do more of the WWE stuff. So basically, you see like the Bella Twins, hot new ring gear, blah, 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 blah. Then underneath the galleries, you've got the archived WZR radios. So Daniel Humphreys puts these up on the website. So pretty much every Wednesday or Thursday, whenever he gets around to it, he's been pretty quick as of late. They will pop up down there on the left-hand side. All right? So we got that. Then you head over to the right-hand side. You guys have the shout box over here on the right. That's
I like the colors for that. It looks better.
Yeah, it's a popular feature too, man. Everybody uses the shout box. Underneath that, you're going to have the recent galleries. There's only going to be 5 of them there. Down below the news board, you're going to have all 10 of them. There's 5 of them there, and then you can click the more photo galleries, and it'll take you to a page with every photo gallery that we've ever done. You keep scrolling down.
Ooh, look at that. That's cool.
You'll see popular and tags. Popular, we need to... Oh, Jesus. Are we down again? Did the website just crash on us, dude?
I think it might be, dude. I'm checking now. Yeah, it's...
Are you serious? It went down again.
So are we not on the air right now, or?
No. We're on the air, dude, because we're through Justin.tv.
Oh, wait, it's back.
Is it back up?
Oh, no, error establishing a database connection.
Right, dude? Oh, my God, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's screwed up.
No, they're working. He's working on the server right now, dude. So all the websites are just down again. Anyways, we're still going to go live. So the problem is, like, it's like everything. We're good for a couple hours, right? Like, we were fine. Right? Everybody stay in the chat room. God, don't refresh the chat or get bounced out of here. But no, it's just crazy, bro, where we're like down, we're up, and then we're down. And right now I've got my server guy in there, which is probably why we're down. I think I found the problem right before we went on air here, but he's clearing the logs and things like that, and as he does that, it's going to be up and down for the next few hours. I told him, I said, I'm doing a radio show, you got to keep us up. But nonetheless, anyways, so you got the basic gist of the new WZR Online. Tell me about it, Punker. Apache. There is nothing more stressful than an Apache server. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always got to reboot it. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Dude, all the time, bro, all the time. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So anyways, you got the basic gist of the new WZROnline.com. And we're going to get all these issues resolved. It's just that a lot of the WordPress servers and things like that, they take up a lot of CPU usage. And that's the problem that we're running into right now. You know what I mean?
Vendetta is the man, dude. Are you looking at the Justin TV thing?
No, I'm not.
He put a big screenshot of your page saying error establishing a database connection up as the...
Did he really?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
That's funny.
Anyways, we'll get that back up and running hopefully before nobody can get to our live chat room, though. That's not cool, right?
No, it's not.
What are you going to do? So anyways, that's the new WZROnline.com. We'll have it back up and running soon. I guess we should get into Monday Night Raw from last night. Can you help me out while I send a little text message, dude? Start off Raw, kind of read it down, you know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, Raw opened up with Triple H coming out, and he was pretty much, I mean, I guess the purpose of his entrance was to explain why he fired R-Truth and The Miz the previous week on Raw. They show a clip of that and recap it real good and everything like that. And then he said that it was funny, too. You're not here to talk to about it. But he said that the reason he didn't fire him was because he wanted to get one more match out of him first and then fire. Like, it's just pretty much explaining it via public promo that the writers didn't really have this idea yet. And, you know, kind of like the text, Kevin Nash texting himself or whatever, like, I don't know, it was just stupid. He said he fired them and blah, 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 and he fined Mark Henry $250,000 for putting his hands on Jim Ross and attacking Jerry Lawler. Let's see. He says he does whatever he has to do as COO. That's why he fired Kevin Nash, even though he's his friend. He continues to talk, and then he's interrupted by Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero, and they come out. You back?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sending some text messages out.
Okay. I'm up to the point where Triple H did his promo, and then Dolph and Vicky came out and interrupted.
Yeah, everybody comes out here. Dolph Ziggler comes out, right, and he's pissed off about being punched the previous week by Hugh Jackman, and says he's got a hairline fracture of the jaw, and but he can still compete. And Triple H mocked him, basically said, I can get some security for when the Muppets are here next week or next month. Or next month, it's Halloween. So then Cody Rhodes comes out, right? He's pissed off, too, and he complains about being hit with a bell by Randy Orton last week on SmackDown.
How about that, too? They had to edit the hell out of that because he got busted open hard way.
Right. That was crazy. The amount of...
We have pictures up on ProWrestlingScoops.com if you want to check them out.
Well, you can't check them out right now.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
So, Rhodes comes out. He's all pissed off about, the whole bell thing from the previous week. And Triple H basically tells him, suck it up. And that brings out Christian, right? And he's pissed off. He's pissed off about Sheamus getting involved in his match last week on SmackDown. Triple H responds, dude, it was a lumberjack match, you idiot. Which that was kind of funny. Christian then threatens to file a lawsuit, right? Unless Triple H gives him one more match.
Title, yeah.
Right, so Triple H says, all right, it's going to be Christian versus Sheamus at Hell in a Cell. It's going to be Christian versus Randy Orton on SmackDown, which is being taped tonight, and it's going to be Christian versus John Cena on Raw in a non-title match, right, for later tonight. So, and that was about it for the opening segment, right? No. Triple H also announced that it was going to be Ziggler versus Zack Ryder for the United States title on Raw. He gave Cody Rhodes the night off, but then Rhodes kept back-talking him, so he says, all right, dude, you want a triple threat match? You want a fatal 4-way? Nah, we'll just make it a 10-man battle royal match.
Yeah.
And we went to a commercial break. We come back, and we had that battle royal for the...
Before you do that, though, I gotta make one little point about this Triple H segment to open the show. It really disgusts me how the whole focus has shifted. It's the Triple H show again. Like, CM Punk is just another top guy like Cena. It's Triple H's show again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's all about Triple H now instead of CM Punk. The guy should be, like, the guy that's really keeping everything alive is being downgraded so that Triple H can be the main focus of, you know what I mean, the show. I mean, I understand he's a COO or whatever, but come on, you know.
Right.
CM Punk is really pretty just another guy now at this point.
So we go to a commercial break, right? We come back, and it's Cody Rhodes. He won a battle royal, so he retains his Intercontinental title, right? The guys that were eliminated first. Drew McIntyre was gone first, dude. What has he done to piss off WWE?
I don't know, man. He's fallen from grace big time.
It is crazy. It's crazy. Then you had the Sin Caras, right?
And eliminated themselves.
Pretty much eliminated themselves. Then, who was out next? Alex Riley, right? And followed by Justin Gabriel. And then you had Ezekiel Jackson, took out both Daniel Bryan and John Morrison.
Yeah.
Right? Then you had Sheamus and Ezekiel Jackson square off, and Sheamus got the best of that. Cody Rhodes eliminated Ted DiBiase, which makes sense. Obviously, they've been feuding over on SmackDown. And then Ezekiel Jackson threw Cody Rhodes over the top, but his feet didn't hit the floor. And then he pulled the top rope down. Ezekiel Jackson went over, and that was that. So
Cody Rhodes wins.
Cody Rhodes wins, man. And then, after... No. At this point, you still had... Christian was still in the match, and who else? Sheamus, Christian, and...
Cody Rhodes, and... Yeah, that's just them three, yeah.
All right. So that was the Cody Rhodes return.
Yeah, he used his mask to hit Sheamus and eliminate him, and then Christian threw him in the ring post and something like that. I think that was after the match, though.
Now, it seems like backstage, like you said, David Otunga, right? This is kind of like his new role where he's going to be like...
The Harvard guy?
Yeah, like a lawyer type guy. You know what I mean? Because they did a backstage segment later in the show. They did the first one here where it was Otunga and John Laurinaitis were backstage, and Laurinaitis said, why don't you take advantage of your Harvard law degree? And he said that, other wrestlers have came to me for legal advice, blah, 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 blah. And Laurinaitis says maybe he will assert his influence a little bit more, and then did the whole
text thing. Yeah, that's going to be the new thing, I guess. Texting.
Right, the whole texting thing. Then you had a Divas match, right? Natalya and Beth Phoenix defeated Eve Torres and Kelly, right? Typical Divas match here.
No surprises here, yep.
Mark Henry was supposed to wrestle the Great Khali. The match never got started. Henry came out and hit him with the title belt and then hit the World's Strongest Slam. That was interesting. Mark Henry and Great Hot Khali with the World's Strongest Slam. Good Lord.
Clearly just like give him the biggest guy, make him just run right through him. But just doing everything they can to make Mark Henry a monster and what is it, the Hall of Pain or whatever that he has,
Right. John Cena comes out for a promo before his...
Christ.
Yeah, dude. It's just the typical... You know what? As he was cutting this promo, I'm thinking, we are going to see this all over the video packages, right? They only had 2 weeks to build up Hell in a Cell.
I know, that's crazy.
They're going to have to do video packages before the main events and before each match, dude. And the whole Cena promo last night was nothing more than a glorified video package for this Sunday night, dude. It's gonna be all that during the...
That's exactly what it was,
It's gonna be that promo where Hell in the Cell, death-defying, blah, 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 and you're gonna hear that during the video package that airs before the main event this Sunday, you know?
Orton cut a pretty good promo on SmackDown last week about Hell in a Cell, like dragging, who's his opponent?
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, yeah. He said he's going to drag him to the depths of hell, and when he comes back, he's going to be the champ, and all this and that. It was cool.
Yeah. Then we, that led us into a match. It was John Cena defeated Christian via DQ. You had on commentary, it was CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio. right?
CM Punk was good on commentary.
CM Punk was awesome on commentary.
Trashing Booker T and shit.
Right, but then you got Alberto Del Rio there, who's like, "I'll kick your butt," and CM Punk's like, "You'll kick my butt, huh?" It was just, dude.
Did you know that Alberto Del Rio fought in Pride before?
Did he really?
Yeah, he fought Mirko Cro Cop.
No way. Are you...
Yeah, he wore a mask. He was called Dos Caras Jr., I want to say.
Right, well, that's his real name.
Yeah. Well, he fought in Pride, so he's actually had a bunch of MMA fights, but yeah, he fought Cro Cop in Pride. I forgot about that until they mentioned Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. This ended in a DQ, right? Punk and Del Rio got involved towards the end, right? I don't remember what happened.
Shit, I was looking at the chat. What were we saying?
It ended, this match, Christian and John Cena ended on a DQ, right? I think Del Rio and CM Punk came up from the announce booth, right? What happened here, dude, at the end of the...
I'm reading right now. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think Del Rio and Punk just got involved or whatever, so it was just thrown out.
You had a match that was set up earlier in the night, dude. It was Dolph Ziggler defeated Zack Ryder. This is for the United States Championship, right?
Zack Ryder is over like Rover, ain't he, man?
He's over, bro, and they're giving him a push lately. You know what I mean? They jobbed him out here, right? They had Dolph beat him here with the zigzag for the win, right? And after it was over, Ziggler and Vicky and everybody else started to beat down on Ryder, and then Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston came out and made the save, and then that brought out Teddy Long, who said Ziggler and Swagger need to find a partner because there's going to be a 6-man tag team match coming up after the break. It's going to be Zack Ryder, Evan Bourne, and Kofi Kingston against Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger and somebody else. And Vicky went straight backstage, tried to find somebody, and then he came back from the break, and he had a 6-man tag team match. It was Mason Ryan, who they found
she brought him down.
As their opponent. So, and then the end of this came where you had Zack Ryder jobbed out to Dolph Ziggler, but then in the 6-man tag team match, you had Ryder come back and hit the Rough Rider on Ziggler for the win.
And he got the pin too, right?
Got the pin, right.
So they kept him, they protected him a little bit.
They got the zigzag and the Rough Rider.
They got some of the boom drop and this and that. Like, the only one who's really got a cool, like, even the attitude adjustments is stupid, but I like the skull crushing finale. Miz's name, like, that's a cool name for a movie.
Yeah, no doubt. Backstage, David Otunga again. He met up with Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler, Christian, and Cody Rhodes. Otunga said basically that they've got a lawsuit on their hands if they want it. For unsafe working conditions, a claim against WWE. Everybody agrees. You had Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler, Christian, Cody Rhodes were all backstage. And like I said,
I know you brought it up earlier that he's going to be like the lawyer gimmick. What do you think of that?
You know what I mean, dude? Well,
are you high on it, or do you think it's stupid?
Otunga sucks, bro.
I look at it like this. At least they found something to do with him. You know what I mean? Now he's got some kind of personality. He's not just the guy that dates the fucking famous chick and has the nice body.
But where does that leave McGillicuddy?
I don't know. It depends on the writing, I guess. We'll see. But I mean, at least they're doing something with him,
Yeah, he's just so bad, dude. Like, you had Otunga and Laurinaitis in the backstage segment earlier in the night, and you're like, oh my god, dude, you're fucking putting your hands.
Laurinaitis is god awful. Like, that voice is funny. The first few times you hear it, and then after a while, you're like, why did they let him talk?
It was almost like a rib, bro, where you had Otunga and Laurinaitis, the two of them together, probably the two first actors in WWE. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Just cheesy shit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was horrible. And then the main event of Raw, dude, it was CM Punk defeated Alberto Del Rio. John Cena was on commentary here. This whole thing was crazy, dude. Towards the end of the match, right, Punk hit a high kick, dude. Just a kick out of nowhere. Not even like a GTS or anything like that. And got the pin. And then the Hell in the Cell cage came lower and down, right? And Ricardo Rodriguez jumps in and attacked Punk. CM Punk, or John Cena, runs in from commentary for the save, and then everybody goes for everything. Punk hit Rodriguez with a GTS, Cena hit him with an FU, and then Punk went to give the GTS to John Cena. Cena escaped, went to hit Punk with the FU.
Got the chair in there.
Then Del Rio came in with a steel chair and just beat the shit out of each other. So,
they have to make him look strong, because he's the champ and everything. But I don't know, whatever. This show is getting worse and worse every week. If you ask my personal opinion, it's just
wrong.
It's literally like you might as well be watching cartoons and shit on Disney. You know what I mean? Like, it's so childish and stupid now. It's just. I thought they were heading to a cool direction when CM Punk started taking off, but they calmed that down real quick.
Raw was just not good last night.
Atrocious.
Yeah, and like you said, dude, it keeps getting worse and worse by the week. You know what I mean? Hey,
didn't you have like a sense of hope, like optimism, when CM Punk started taking out like a new Austin era kind of thing, and then they just killed it, man.
And then they killed it, bro. That was it. That was it. You know what I mean?
It makes me think, like you always hear about Triple H and politics. It really makes me think that he, realized, oh shit, this guy's about to be the big deal. I'm supposed to come back and be the COO. I'm supposed to be the big deal, and like they just force it.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It really is. By the way, the servers are back up, dude. If any of you guys, okay, I'll make a plea right now. If anybody knows Apache or MySQL, any of that stuff, like behind-the-scenes server type shit, I don't know what's going on here. Like, basically, it stays up for a good 3 or 4 hours, right, and it runs fast as shit. And then out of nowhere, the load just shoots up through the roof, and it crashes the set. Why it's doing it. I thought I figured out the problem right before we came on air, but apparently not, because we crashed again, dude. And it's not just the one website, it's like the entire server goes down.
The whole network, yeah.
Yeah, the whole network goes down.
That's how you make a living. Like, they're costing you money, like, big time. It's Monday night, it ain't just a fucking Wednesday or something, This
is, like, the worst company I've ever dealt with, bro. It's fucking Cheetah Web.
Scumbags.
Cheetah Web. It's just a bunch of
people. And their tech support sucks.
No, it's like 3 of them, dude, but it's like, you know that they're joking around behind your back. You know what I mean? We get you back up. Yeah. Shut the fuck up and do it.
Is that what they sound like?
That's what they sound like. Sometimes worse than that. It's like, dude, what? What are you trying to say, right? And I call them over and over and over. So they're probably talking behind my back like, this fucking guy, man.
Yeah, here he is again,
here he is calling again. Dude, I called him at least 20 times today, bro.
Good, you should. What the fuck, man? That's what you're supposed to do, goddamn.
Yeah, over and over and over, dude. And then I'll say, we think we have the problem fixed. No, dude, you don't, man. You know what I mean? And then they want extra money. Right? Like it's on my end. It's not on my end. And that's
so they're costing you money, and then they're trying to charge you more to fix it. Like, you're losing money because of these problems. And they said, well, here's how we can fix it. Give us more money.
It is ridiculous, bro. And then
frustrating.
They have to call the data center, which is based in Texas, dude. I mean, basically, I've got a dedicated server, and it's just a box that sits in a room down in Texas with a bunch of other computers, right? Or something like that, dude, where you've got a dedicated server. The whole computer box is meant for your web server and your websites. You pay $400.
You're on a shared server. Like, you share that server with other people, right?
No, I share it with my own sites.
You have it dedicated?
Yeah,
wow.
I got my own. Dude, I pay almost $500 a month for the fucking thing, dude.
You still have all these problems. That's fucking bullshit.
Still have all these for almost $500 a month. Per month, bro. For the stupid thing.
That ain't peanuts, man.
No, it's not peanuts, dude. So make it fucking work, right? What is going on, man? It's horrible. All right, well, you can get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com. I kind of know it.
I was blowing smoke out when you did it. I'm sorry.
WZROnline.com/chat. And by the way, my PWS forums are all fucked up too, dude. That's
a lot of MySQL shit, I think.
It's crazy. After we go off the air here tonight, dude, I was thinking I was going to go to sleep. I thought I had the problem fixed right before we came on air here, and no.
What are you going to do?
All right, so we got through Raw. We've got 15 minutes.
That's quick, too. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
I know. I was kind of flying. It's hard to multitask, bro. I'm talking to the server company on one end, dude. I got a live radio show right now. The worst fucking timing, bro. The worst timing. You couldn't
That's how it works. It wouldn't be WZR without a bunch of bullshit. So.
Without all these problems and everything else, man. It's gonna be like another 5-6 o'clock a.m. night.
Oh, dude, you can't do that to yourself, man. You gotta squeeze a nap in there somewhere.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Gotta have websites. Websites gotta be up. Number one priority before sleep, before everything else. I got dinner out there on the stove, dude, that I haven't ate. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting for a fucking soda. Where are these people? Walk with me.
Soda? You waiting for a soda?
Yeah, they bought me a soda. Jamie, bring one of them damn sodas. What are you doing?
Glad somebody bought you a soda, bro. Cause I ain't buying you.
You won't. Shit.
I ain't buying you shit, dude.
you did pay for these sodas, actually. What are we talking about?
I didn't pay for it. Oh, I did. You're right. You did. I'm begging me for money again before. That's another thing. I'm having the worst day, pal. The worst couple days, right? And Boone comes at me at like 4 o'clock this afternoon. Hey, dude. Hey, dude, can I borrow some?
I was out of cigarettes, man. I had to do it. I had my sister working on something all day, and then it didn't work out. I was like, I got to do it. He's going to be pissed, but I got to try it. I don't want to go on the radio with no cigarettes.
Can I just get my paycheck just a little bit earlier? Keep in mind that paycheck has, dwindled down to basically nothing as the phone bill and everything else has been big. Anyways, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/.
Dude, look at this shit. Are you looking at the Justin TV screen?
No.
He put a picture of a toolbox on there. You motherfucker, dude. Vendetta's the man. Toolbox.
The producer of WZR Radio. Toolbox, man. I told you. For those that don't know, don't ever call somebody a tool. You call them a toolbox. You want to know why?
Why is it?
Because you take the tools and you put them inside the toolbox. You got a bunch of tools inside the box. It equals one big massive toolbox. Call them a toolbox, not a tool.
There you go.
There you go, right?
Everybody in the chat's eating it up. That'll be like I told you a couple weeks ago, when you ask for the feedback on Facebook, there's always one common joke that everybody references. It was soda the one week. I guarantee you're going to see toolbox. However many 50 comments, 40 of them will.
I gave this a long time ago, right? And you still don't like it to this day, but I'll give it again, right? Money grows on trees. That's why banks have branches.
Yeah, it's just a corny-ass joke, bro. You can do better. You're better than that.
It's not really a joke, dude. It's just money grows on trees. That's why banks have branches.
It's cheesy.
It's not cheesy, dude. It's funny.
Cheesy.
It's funny. Is it funny? People in the chat, come on, that's funny. Money grows on trees. That's why banks have branches. Get the fuck out of here. No sense. Yeah, I got another one for you. Ready for this?
What?
Why do fish have what do you call a fish with two knees?
A toonie fish?
A toonie fish!
Oh, my... Ryan, dude, you're reading the oldest jokes in the world, man.
Check this out. Check this one out.
What
do you call a dog with two legs? It doesn't matter what you call it, because it's not going to come anyway.
Dude.
It's only got two fucking
legs. It's like
legs.
your refrigerator's running, and if you're behind, catch up. Like, Jesus, dude, you're breaking out the oldest...
Dude, what do you call a dog with two legs? Doesn't matter what you call it, because it's not going to come anyway. It's only got two fucking legs. Come on,
Knock, knock, who's there? Orange? Aren't you glad I didn't say orange again? Oh, Jesus, dude.
Hey. All right, I'll stick to wrestling. My joke.
There you go.
Food in the chat rooms. All right, so what'd you guys think of Monday Night Raw? We ran it down: A, B, C, D, or F. School letter grade. I'll go a D plus.
Yeah, I'll go D. Yeah.
Yeah, D.
D for David Otunga. There you go.
Can you do a D plus? I don't think you can do a D plus.
You can do a D plus if you want. I don't.
Once you get to D's and F's, it's either a solid D or an F. You know.
You can have a D plus, F minus. You can have that.
I've never seen a D minus on a piece of paper. Come on, bro. You cannot. You can't do the D.
Yeah.
Once
it's the lower end of the D. Like if it's 60 to 70%, if you get like a 61 or something, it's a D minus.
Right, but it's still a failing grade, dude. Because a failing grade.
No, D isn't failing. F is failing. That's it.
Okay, an F is 65. Okay, an F is 65 or under, right?
Depending on where you live, it's changed everywhere. But yeah.
Right. So there is no D minus.
Whatever.
The fuck out of here. Anyways,
stick to wrestling.
Get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. And we'll be taking your live phone calls here in just a little bit. You know what? For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Let's talk UFC.
Well, real quick, one big story we should get out of the way before we do callers is the WWE Superstar show. They canceled it.
They did. They canceled it. The online version, they canceled for American viewers. And
it won't be on YouTube or WWE.com anymore. They'll still have it overseas, but yeah. So.
Right. They're still doing the TV tapings on Monday and Tuesday nights. It's going to air internationally. I think eventually...
Can you explain why they would do that? Like, if they're still going to tape it, why wouldn't they just dump it on YouTube? I don't understand.
Traffic for YouTube was declining, and it really did. I mean, you're right.
That's going to help it grow? Getting rid of one of the only exclusive shows?
It really doesn't make sense. If you're going to produce it internationally, why not put it on the internet as well?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
Part of the reason for that, and don't ask, I mean, they could still continue on, but I think it's going to come back on the WWE Network.
That's another big thing we should talk about, because am I understanding this right? Are they going to actually take WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble off pay-per-view just so that they can get this network going?
I don't know if they're going to take it off pay-per-view. I think what's going to happen...
That's what I'm hearing, man. I'm hearing they're trying to convert people to this damn channel, and they're only going to have pay-per-views for the B shows.
Right, and they would combine it. Listen, I think what will probably... Now I got kids out there crying, dude. What the fuck?
Always something.
Oh, fuck. I think what's going to happen, dude, they'll air those on pay-per-view. I mean, that's a big... I mean, if somebody's paying $7.95 or $10 or whatever it is per month, dude, a lot of people are going to do that if they know that they can get the big pay-per-views for free. I think maybe not the big pay-per-views, or not only that, but air them like the week after, where they would air live on pay-per-view, and then they would put them on the WWE Network, the day after or the week after.
The day after would be the smartest, yeah.
Right, so that, people that want to see it live can order the pay-per-view for $50, and then the people that want to wait it out, if they waited a week or 2 weeks before they put it up. And then you're going to have other shows, like they were talking about doing like a Sports Center type thing where there'd be hourly cut-ins or something like that, or a daily cut-in, not hourly, but like a daily Sports Center recap type show. They
probably put Legends of Wrestling over there. Have you ever watched that? And
the WWE Classics and all that stuff would be on there as well. And then you would have original programming too, like reality shows where they would The Big Show and his wife were rumored for a cooking show. And you would take WWE talents and kind of follow them around and do different reality type programs. I mean, obviously you couldn't put them in a house or anything like that together. Obviously they've got to be on the road, so that wouldn't work. But
what's up with Tough Enough? Like, didn't they say they're not renewing it so they could redo that again and just do it on the network if they wanted? Because I was really into Tough Enough. The new version that with Steve Austin, I thought that was a great fucking show. I don't know why they wouldn't keep it.
And Austin had hinted not all that long ago that he thought WWE Tough Enough was going to come back, but they're going to need they're going to need to sell this WWE network, and they're going to have a lot of original programming on that network, whether it be reality shows, cooking shows, pay-per-views, Raw, SmackDown. I don't think Raw is going to leave the USA Network. Raw and SmackDown, SmackDown will stay on Sci-Fi, Raw will stay on the USA Network, but if there was ever a falling out between WWE or Sci-Fi or WWE and the USA Network, there would be a backup plan in place where they would have their own network and they'd be able to still run Raw and SmackDown on a weekly basis. It's basically it's a backup plan. And then
that's pretty much the whole reason they're doing it, is because a couple of years ago when they switched from Spike TV back to USA Network, there was a big issue over rights fees. UFC just went to Fox, and they went to Fox because Fox offered the most money for their show or whatever. Raw, when they were switching from Spike to USA, they were using USA and Spike against each other to get the rights fees amount up. And then one of the two, I think Spike dropped out, and they almost had to, and they ended up taking a deal with USA for less money than they were making for Spike. So this is like a situation where, okay, if they have their own network, they don't have to ever worry about, running out of places, just like you said, running out of places to air their programming. There's a safety net, is a way to say it.
Right.
You still dealing with bullshit over there? Or are you typing away?
You hear me typing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still...
I was trying to fill for you.
Yeah, keep filling for me, dude.
All right.
We're just I'm trying to figure out what the fucking... If I could figure out what the exact issue is that makes the websites go down, dude, I would be able to solve this in 2 seconds.
That's why they're a shitty company, because if they haven't, after 2 days, been able to zero in and figure out where the source of the issue is...
Right, you should be able to see what processes are running, dude.
Yeah.
CPU usage...
What script, whatever, something.
What is the script that is causing the load average? And you know what, dude? I think it has something to do. Are you ready for this? You're going to laugh at this. WhyMoneyNews.com. The website hasn't been touched in like a year, dude. It failed miserably.
No shit.
It was
horrible. I could have told you that before you did it.
It failed, dude. It was like an epic fail, okay? And I think what happens is with WordPress, there's comments, and people get in there and they spam. And it's not even people that are doing it.
It's automatic. Yeah, I have that with MMA News. Every day I have to spend literally 20 minutes just cleaning spam up. It sucks.
Right, dude. And it's spam bots that
that's it.
They link jewelry and everything else, man. And even when the website is not up and
running. You get the same exact one as me, like shoes and jewelry and shit?
Oh, all that stuff.
Yeah, me too. Links of London or whatever the fuck.
Well, that's why we're not doing it on WZROnline.com. I'm using the Facebook comment script because it's a lot easier, dude. A lot of people have Facebook, first of all.
Everybody does.
Yeah, and it makes it easier for them to comment, you know what I mean? Instead of using the default script that WordPress and everything else gives you, if you use the Facebook, it's smooth.
That's what they did with that Hip Hop DX site we go to. They switched to, it's either Facebook or Twitter, I think you have to have to comment.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, I don't know. What are you going to do? We'll figure it out. So, I don't know. So the
That
WWE
sucks.
Network, I mean, when they're not going to launch that until, I mean, they're pushing it hard, man. Commercials on Raw and SmackDown and on WWE programming, but I don't believe it's going to launch until 2012, at some point in 2012. So it's still a ways away before, you know, we get...
Is it possible that the next WrestleMania would be on the network instead of pay-per-view? Like, is it that quick or no?
I don't, like I said, dude, I don't think...
That's a big one with The Rock and everything. That's a huge gamble to take, a whole new way of airing your WrestleMania when it's that important of a WrestleMania.
Would you buy it? Let me ask. Well, you're not really a
Yes, dude, you actually think I'm not. I'm telling you right now, you don't watch the DVD documentaries, the Legends of Wrestling Roundtable. I watch all that shit, and I fucking love it.
And that all that stuff would be on the WWE Network.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you would pay this.
I have the on-demand channel right now. I've got Howard TV, and I got WWE Classics on demand.
You've got WWE Classics? Do you?
Yeah, dude.
Wow. I didn't know.
I'm a big-ass fan. I just think the current product sucks.
I'm impressed with that, my man.
Yeah.
Boone has WWE Classics on demand?
Yes, dude. I love that Legends of Wrestling. I hate that they only do one a month, because it's so goddamn, it's fucking great.
Is it? Yeah.
It's like us, only it's people in the business, you know. They're just sitting at the table, and they talk about everything. Like, they don't, it's literally a shoot.
I've got to get Howard Stern TV on demand.
Dude, you need to, man.
That was awesome, dude. I love that.
Yeah. You're the one who got me into that, because when I first moved to New York, or no, when I moved there the second time, when you were at, what the hell is that apartment? B16.
Tuscany?
Yeah. No, East Greenbush.
East Greenbush, right.
Yeah. As soon as I went there, I was like, I'd watched Howard Stern on E when I was growing up a little bit, like at 11 o'clock at night, and I kind of fell out of touch with it or whatever. When I went over there, you were showing me something that happened on Howard TV, and then like you went to sleep. It was my first night there, and I just started watching everything on there, and I got hooked. And to this day, I listen to them every day on the radio.
No,
I download
you know what
shows.
it was, dude? They had some chick, and they sat her down on like
Vivian.
a fucking vibrating dildo, dude.
Yeah, the Vivian.
Oh my god, she was screaming at the top of her lungs, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They've put transvestites on there since. They've put retards. They've put this old granny, like a 90-year-old woman who never had an orgasm before. They put her on one, and they've had Carmen Electra was on one. Jenna Jameson was on one. Like, they've had celebrities and shit.
You guys have to see this thing. It's like a monster dildo, and they bring, like Boone says, they bring...
It's like a horse saddle that vibrates.
Yeah, man, and they stick it in there, dude, and they have, like, grannies and everything else. It's ridiculous, man.
They actually stole the joke and used it for that movie, I Love You, Man. They have a scene in that movie where a guy sends him a clip of it, and, like, he's like, oh, shit, you know, because he's at work. But, yeah, you got me into that. Like, I was just listening to it today. Seth Rogen was on yesterday. It was a great fucking interview.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Do you know Seth? You know who Seth Rogen is, right?
Yep.
You know he used to write for the Ali G show with Borat and Bruno and all that.
Did he really?
Yeah, he came up with this. They actually used it in the Bruno movie.
Dude, the Charlie Sheen roast from.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Jeff Ross, bro, he killed it.
He killed it, bro, and so did John Lovitz.
John Lovitz had that one joke: how much cocaine does Charlie Sheen do? Enough to kill 2.5 men.
Was that the way? He also came up with the Sheenus one, right? What do you call people that snort coke off somebody's dick? A Sheenus or something like that?
Yeah, genius. Yeah.
I don't know. All right, what are we gonna do in hour number 2, man? I guess we'll take
Callers.
phone calls.
We still got to talk about UFC if you want. So.
All right, we'll talk UFC and live phone calls as well. I guess we'll go to break a couple minutes early here, and then we'll open it up. I'm going to talk to my server company. The websites are up and running right now. I am going to go off on this motherfucker as soon as we air tonight, man, and right now during the break. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll try to figure out what the problems are, and it's live radio. What are you going to do, right?
What are you going to do? We should do a roast on here once.
A roast of who?
I don't know. Just, like, figure a way to do a roast on the radio.
Like me roast you, and then,
Yeah, or just everybody roast each other, whatever. Like, we could roast callers, or callers can call in and try and roast us. Like, whatever you want to do.
We should do a big roast. Like, you get half an hour, I'll get a half hour, dude, you get a half hour, we'll just go off on it.
I love that idea.
And then we'll have the callers call up in hour number 2 and just roast us.
Yeah, make it a drinking show / roast or whatever. Just have fucking crazy fun one time.
We should do it, though. We'll let the callers call up and roast us, and then we'll roast each other.
We can let all the past co-hosts, like Gray and Haller, and call in and try and roast me since I took their spot or whatever, even though we took mine first.
All going, dude.
Yeah.
You got to give me a couple weeks to come up with shit like that. Yeah, we'll do it. All right, you guys are listening to WZR Radio with Matt Boone and Ryan Clark. We'll be back right after this.
No!
back. WZR Radio, Matt Boone, Ryan Clark here for hour number 2. Matty Boone, what's going on, buddy?
Road dose, chilling. Just filled up my Pepsi Cola during the break.
Cola.
Ate a couple of Dorito chips.
No
ready
RC.
to rock and roll.
No RC, huh?
No RC. It's actually Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola Classic.
Coca-Cola Classic. Check out our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. All right, here's what we're going to do. Well, we got the website up and running again for the time being. Everybody load up another browser, right? Let's do it again. We'll try this. Take 2. Load up a browser. I got to show you inside news posts. By the way, I went out to the refrigerator, dude. It's been a rough day. It's going to be a long night, and I've got about 14 beers left in the fridge, so I picked up 2 of these Labatt Blues, and we're going to do it for hour number.
You're running on no sleep, and now you're going to pour alcohol on top of it?
Not no sleep. I was up till about 4:45 this morning, and I got up at about 9:30. So I had a couple.
Jesus Christ! So I know you were up by noon because we had some fun earlier today on the phone.
Yeah, no, I was up at about 9.
DSD, nigga.
What? What? I don't know, man. It's gonna be a long night again, dude. I have to figure out this problem, dude. Otherwise, it's gonna crash every single day, dude. And I can't keep bothering these people. You know what I mean? So we'll figure it out. Anyways, get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. Take some live phone calls.
Take some live phone calls. I thought you were going to do another demonstration of the new website.
Oh, that's right, we are. Call back. Sorry about that, buddy. All right, so WZROnline.com, you got the browser up, right? So what we're going to do now, we left off over on the right-hand side. You've got the galleries, you know, the Bella Twins, the hot new...
Popular and tags is where you left off.
Popular and tags, that's where we left off. Well, Popular, we've got to fix. There's a couple little small tweaks that we still have to do on the design, but Popular, as you can see, it's based off the comments, right? You know, instead of most viewed post, which is what it's supposed to be, it's based off the comments section. You know,
there's no way this post has 15,504 comments either. That's got to be spam, right?
I think that's a lot of spam.
That's an unbelievable amount of spam, dude. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Maybe that's part of the reason, dude. Like,
gotta be.
If we can shut that off, you know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I think it is, dude. What's it say right now? 15,504?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a minute.
You know, you can put a verification code thing up. That would stop the bots or whatever. If you have to like put in like you know how you have to like 0, 1, 2, small n, capital W, whatever, like one of those things.
No, you're right. We can. Well, I can disable that whole script, dude. I just got to find out if that's the problem.
Take it off and see if it helps.
Yeah, I'm going to take that off later tonight. So the Popular and the tags, that's probably going to go away later tonight as I test some things out. But eventually it's going to come back, and it's going to be the most viewed post instead of comments for now. And then below
I see. Your archive, I was going to say, on the bottom you've got the 920, but on the side, your newest is 913.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. Well, I didn't select both boxes.
Aha.
I don't post the archive. So, Daniel, you screwed up, buddy. Anyway, so when you click inside a news post, and this is what we got to talk about a little bit, right? Click on, like, the top one, Jerry Lawler. There's Jerry Lawler
bleeding
question mark. Who would have thought that for a headline, right? Over on the left-hand side, you see the thing that says there's been 1 tweet, 0 likes on Facebook, and then the digs.
That's cool, yeah.
Go in there, and when you repost, like, anything that you guys like, hit the like button for Facebook, or hit the tweet button, and it will automatically put this on your Facebook wall so that other people can read. And then the comments script below. The more people that start commenting, and the more people that start liking and putting this stuff on Facebook and Twitter and everything else, the more people that'll come and will be able to interact like they do on other websites. We just got to get some of you guys posting comments, you know, just even like a one-line comment on each news post, and then people will follow you. But somebody's got to take the lead. Somebody's got to start the comments so that somebody has, you know, other people have something to reply to. So comment inside a post and hit the like button, hit the tweet button, whatever you got to do, and then pretty much everything.
Here's what I don't understand. How do you comment? Because I'm looking now. I don't see anywhere to put a comment in. I see where it says comments. But where would you put the comment? Like, where would you write it?
Sometimes the that's on Facebook's end. Refresh the page and see if the thing pops up for you. Sometimes it pops up. I have that on other sites as well. And we may not even use the Facebook script. We may go somewhere else. Yeah, it should pop up.
It should pop up there. I don't know. I see it. But anyways, start commenting, start liking, on the Facebook, and start tweeting. And the more people, the better. And then we'll get some decent discussion, ongoing inside each news post. So
interactive, baby.
Interactive. Got to get it interactive, man. Got to get it interactive.
All right. All about.
Here we go. Live phone calls, guys. 518-712-3070. Once again, 518-712-3070. We may get out of here a little bit early tonight, depending on how many phone calls and everything else we have. We're going to talk about UFC from Saturday night.
Yeah, I got it open, so whenever you want to, let me know.
All right. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
It's your boy, Uncle Forrester. How are we doing tonight?
Hey!
What's going on?
Not much. I actually got a little bone to pick with you guys. You guys seem to be skipping out on the TNA the last couple of weeks. The build-up's been good. I want to know what your thoughts are.
I don't know. The last thing I saw the Ric Flair Sting match. I want to say, yeah, and I guess Ric Flair got injured in that match, right?
Well, we don't know. I mean, it's kind of sad, dude, but we don't a lot of times cover TNA. Like, we do the pay-per-views, and then the problem is Impact airs on Thursday night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So by the time it comes back around to Tuesday,
it's still old, yeah.
It's old news by then. So a lot
Same
of
as SmackDown.
Yeah, we never cover SmackDown or NXT or any of that stuff either. Basically pay-per-views and Raw. But yeah, the build-up to Bound for Glory has been really good. I mean, that card is really coming together. Not only that, but Robert Roode versus Kurt Angle has the...
How are they doing getting Roode over right now as the main eventer? Singles guy.
Well,
they've
taped a bunch of TV, man. They've got like the next 5 or 6 weeks of TV taped already.
In the can.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. But yeah, the build has been really good so far. Hopefully they put the title on Robert Roode. A homegrown talent, and we'll see what they do with Angle. I'm not sure. Angle's contract, I'm not all that sure about. I mean, he's always talking about MMA, and I don't
Olympics,
see it WWE, but the Olympics and everything else is coming up, and he's gonna. I mean, if he wants to go to the Olympics, he's gonna have to devote pretty much all of his time into Olympic training, and it's possible that they may take the title off him at Bound for Glory so that he can do just that.
Well, here's my question. Where did it leave off with his DUI or whatever? What's going on with that?
Well, he's going to have the court dates and everything else coming up, but they never took any action, dude. I don't know when
Okay.
I don't have it on the top of my... Somebody in the chat room.
Is it before Bound for Glory?
I think it's right around the same time, right?
Okay.
He's got a couple of them coming up, to be honest. More than just one. Matt Hardy these days. Matt Hardy's got like 10 of them coming up, man. But, he's going to have to devote a lot of time, Angle is, to the Olympics. So we'll see what happens.
It's such a dumb thing. He's not going to make the Olympics.
Yeah, well, he thinks he can.
He can't.
He thinks
he's too old. He's too beaten up. He's too way far removed from active competition. It's not going to happen.
Caller, you live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, I just want to say, there was no backstage politics in the WWE.
What about them?
I mean, do you think WWE and TNA would be a better wrestling company if everybody worked together and stop burying people all over the place?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. Obviously, if everybody worked together, it would be better. But, I mean, you've got people that they want more money, they want to be a bigger star, they want to push, they don't want this guy being bigger than them. It's like the same argument you get when you say, should wrestlers form a union? It's just never going to happen.
Listen, not only that, but competition is good for business. A monopoly is not good. That's another thing. We get into it all the time. People say, I hope TNA dies, TNA sucks, this, that, and the other thing. Don't hope that TNA dies. I mean, it's an alternative, okay? If WWE sucks, you can tune into TNA. Some people like TNA better, some people like WWE better. But the fact is, with TNA and Ring of Honor now on TV, you've got 3 promotions. You can either watch all 3, you can watch 2 of them, you can watch 1 of them, you can watch none of them, but you got an alternative, man.
Yes, it's not only do the fans have an alternative as far as entertainment, but the wrestlers have an alternative as far as where they can work. Like, if they don't make it in WWE, they can go to TNA, they can develop their personality on air, get better in the ring, and then maybe make it to WWE when they're ready. You know what I mean?
Right. Competition is good for the business. And then like Boone said, man, think about the wrestlers where if they're to get fired from a company like WWE, if they lose their WWE job, there's always opportunities in TNA or Ring of Honor, and the indie scene doesn't pay jack shit. These guys are paying for their own trap, pretty much, unless you're a major star, recently released from WWE or TNA, then they'll fly you in and take care of your travel, but everybody else, dude, they're getting some of them are getting $200, $300, $400 a night, you know what I mean? And a lot of travel and food and everything else is not included, so, you need competition. Color Your Live on WZR Radio, what's going on?
Hey, it's Raven Dawson, the guy that called you drunk earlier.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, I got a quick question for you. Have you ever watched the OMG 50 Greatest WWE Incidents DVD or on Netflix Instant Stream?
I watched some of it.
Have you seen it, Boone? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. It's really just clips of, crazy shit that happened on Raw and stuff.
Yeah, I was watching it, and there's no Katie Vick anywhere. Is there a reason why, or are they just so embarrassed of that, and they're like, yeah.
There's probably that. Yeah, they're probably just too embarrassed to, they want that to die. Yeah, no pun intended, Katie Vick died, but yeah, they probably just don't want to keep reliving that embarrassing-ass moment. Plus Triple H, now that he's a COO, he probably wouldn't check off on something that said, we're going to show this clip of you in a thong again,
Right, yeah, God.
That's a joke, bad joke.
Good Lord. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's going on?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Oh, that's good. I was just wondering, as UFC fans, I just want to know, how do you guys feel about Triple H pretty much saying UFC's boring and unentertaining?
Did you see those comments, Boone?
Yeah, I read the interview. He said that they need to evolve more than WWE does. And CM Punk on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani said Triple H is a retard. He actually said that he's had conversations with Triple H off air several times about UFC, and he says he just doesn't get it. That's kind of how he described it. He says you either get it or you don't get it. He says Triple H just doesn't get it,
Yeah, but saying UFC has to evolve, I mean, come on, bro.
They're on Fox. They're doing double, triple the pay-per-views. It's a retarded argument, but it's Triple H. Dana White actually referenced it. They asked him at the press conference for Rampage and John Jones. They said, "What did you think about Triple H's comments?" And he said, "What the hell? How did he word it?" He said his father-in-law finally letting him talk to the media, and he just sounds stupid, and he'll realize how to do it one of these days.
He can't honestly believe that, though. That you.
I don't know. I mean, he's so wrapped up in the wrestling world, he might not realize what popular culture. He might be so in the bubble like McMahon used to be that he doesn't realize the UFC is the thing now, and WWE is just fading like crazy.
Well, I mean, Triple H is more hip. Triple H is more with the times. You know what I mean? I mean, you can.
Yeah, he's hip. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Vince is definitely stuck in that bubble. The
Absolutely.
70s, 80s. Callie, what's going on, man?
Hey, you guys, listen, I missed last week's show, so you might have already talked about this with two quick questions, one wrestling, one UFC. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but supposedly they said when in TNA, when Hogan and Bischoff's contracts are up, they're going to get out of here and they're going to leave. And if they do you see either one of them or both of them going back to WWE or no? And one more, the last question with the Kane, Velasquez, and Dos Santos fight in November. What rating do you think they'll get on Fox with that matchup?
It's impossible to estimate because there's nothing to base it off of. I mean, the closest thing you could do is what is like a good number on Spike TV, but they've never given Spike TV a fight that caliber, a heavyweight title fight, top two guys in the company, live, free, and and this is on broadcast TV instead of cable. So, I mean, I don't even know what projections would be like. It's a failure if it doesn't do this number. It's a success if it does this number. We'll
see what happens. Remember, Strikeforce on CBS failed miserably. So, I mean, I know it's UFC that's going to be on Fox, dude, but Strikeforce didn't draw all that well, and that was on CBS, man. So
they had Fedor too, yeah. So, but it's a different argument. Like UFC is a brand. It's like saying if Ring of Honor was on Fox one week and they did this number, and then WWE went on with WrestleMania, because it's like not just a WWE show, it's their biggest thing they could offer. They're giving them the heavyweight title fight for free on TV with their two biggest names.
That's true.
It's a big deal, so we'll see. And as far as Hogan and Bischoff's contract, doesn't Hogan like partially own TNA? Isn't he part owner?
Well, he's got stock or something in it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody really knows, and that's why you guys haven't seen any reports on it about the future of Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff and TNA. We know that their contracts are expiring this fall. And they're doing the angle now on TV. I think it's next week or the week after Hogan comes out and basically gives a retirement speech, says he's leaving. But they're still doing the Sting versus Hogan match at the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. What happens after Bound for Glory is pretty much anybody's guess right now, and there are only a very select few people that know what's going on. You know, those being Hogan, Bischoff, and Dixie Carter. You know, and not many other people know what the deal is. Know what the deal is with contracts, whether they're going to be back. I would expect them to be back. I don't think they're going to up and leave TNA at this point. You know what I mean? I know they haven't done much for the company ratings-wise, but I don't expect them to, you know, up and walk out. I'm sure that it's probably more of a negotiating ploy right now to probably try to get some more money. Not that they have a lot of demands anyway. How can they demand more money when ratings and everything else haven't been up? But we'll see what happens, you know. Carl, you're live on WZR Radio. What's going on?
What's up? I'm wondering what your guys' thoughts are on JR not being on pay-per-views and being treated as the third wheel.
I thought that was total bullshit that he wasn't on the pay-per-view.
That was crazy, too.
Because he was there, wasn't he? Like, wasn't he at the show?
Well, he tweeted a couple days before the pay-per-view and said, you know, I still don't know if I'm going to be at the pay-per-view or if I'm going to be calling the pay-per-view or not. And then they opted not to. I mean, listen, Jim Ross, the guy's not getting any younger. And, God, you know, it's like...
Yeah, but Booker T sucks so bad. Why? I mean, if they have the option of JR or Booker T, why Booker T? He's not young either, and he's not good.
Yeah, but he's a lot younger than Jim Ross is, dude. And I guess they're trying to build up the future, bro. And not only that, but I think Vince has a thing for Jim Ross where the rest of us, me, you, and most of you guys in the chat room, Jim Ross is one of the greatest announcers of all time. And
our whole childhood, man. That was the voice of our childhood.
I don't think Vince feels that way. I think Vince wants to go with the new breed. No, well, you've got Jerry Lawler there, but I think, you know, Vince has always had something out for Jim Ross, man.
I don't think he likes Southerners either. I think he hates the accent. I think he hates people from the South. This is just my opinion. And, I think he's always had, like, a contempt for JR. Like, the way he always has Michael Cole screwing with him and things like that. And every time they're in Oklahoma, they got to have him kiss someone's ass or whatever.
Vince doesn't feel the same way that the rest of us do about Jim Ross, man. They're always ribbing the poor guy. And, you know, Jim's the type of guy that goes along with it. You know, whatever's asked of him, he goes out and does, man. But to not have him on the pay-per-view, I mean, it just seems ridiculous, you know? But there's something, Vince and Jim Ross, there's something there, man, and the only people that know is Vince McMahon himself. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Caller, you live on WZR Radio. What's up?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Yeah, I was just calling. I wanted to agree with Boone about WWE Classics on Demand. I just wanted to touch on Legends of Wrestling. Yeah, they definitely do. You know, really have a good product there, especially the one with Kevin Nash. You know, it's
he was good. What do you think about Michael Hayes on that show? Michael Hayes is awesome.
He makes the show, you know, he's on every single one. And Michael Hayes personally, like, even though he was a wrestler, he's one of my favorite non-wrestlers, him and Bobby Heenan. But Michael Hayes, he definitely brings the entertainment. He definitely got the best stories to tell, you know, and this is a good program. This is definitely a good program. And I have one question to ask everybody.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I just want to know who you think is the greatest heel as far as today right now. Who's the greatest heel today in wrestling? I personally think it's Dolph Ziggler, but I want to know what you think.
Greatest heel now or of all time?
He said the greatest heel in wrestling right now.
Oh, shit, I mean, I don't know.
I'm going to say Miz.
Miz is great. CM Punk isn't really a heel, so, shit, man, I don't know. There really isn't that. I mean, if Alberto Del Rio is your top heel, then that's bad.
Mark Henry is...
Mark Henry, I like the way they're using him. What do you think about his push right now?
I like it, dude. You know, he's been there for 15 years. He's never had a title push.
Cutting good promos, you know.
Well, decent for Mark Henry.
For him, yeah.
For him, right. To reward a guy after 15 years, I like it, man. I like what they're doing with him. And you need...
Yeah, it's like a lifetime achievement award almost, as opposed to a push.
And like we said earlier, dude, you've got Christian Randy Orton over there, dude. You've got to build new guys. Not that Mark Henry is a young guy. He's been there for 15-plus years, you know what I mean? But give the guy a shot now before he eventually, hangs it up, wraps it up, and says, I'm done. At least he's now in the record books, the history books, and, as listed as...
I forgot about Christian as far as top heels. Christian, even though he's comedic, I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I would say The Miz. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's going on?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Doing good. What's up?
I just want to say this is my first time listening to you guys. I really enjoyed this. This is great.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, dude. I think we're having a horrible
show,
dude.
We are having a bad show, so if you like this, you have no idea.
This isn't a very good, man, dude. I
I'll make sure to come back next week, then.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back next. Usually we tear down the house, man, but this...
Absolutely.
It's just a lot of stress, you know what I mean? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yep.
I was just, you guys might have covered this before, but I didn't hear it. I was just wondering if you guys had any speculation on the Kevin Nash situation, what you thought was coming up, or...
He wasn't on Raw at all last night, right?
No, he wasn't. Neither were The Miz and R-Truth.
Well, they were technically fired, whatever. But Nash came in at the pay-per-view as a run-in, and then that was it. They didn't follow up, right?
This is what I said it last week with Raj on here, and I'll say it again. I still think what they're doing is you're going to have a group of guys that are fired or suspended or fined, right? Mark Henry got fined last night. I feel like there's going to be a group that is going to come back and revolt against
the radicals and shit back in the day.
You're gonna have Kevin Nash would probably be the leader for right now. John Laurinaitis would be a part of it. The Miz, R-Truth. You would have a group, maybe even Otunga, where a group of guys is going to come in and say, you know what, Triple H, you're abusing your power, this, that, and the other thing, and it's going to be guys that are fired, suspended, or fined. And
what about Vince? You think Vince could be part of that?
Well, Vince could come back and possibly be the leader of the fact. It'd be like
I want my company back kind of thing.
Everybody refers to the NWO, and it'd be kind of like an invasion angle, I guess, but it would be like an NWO Junior or like an Evolution or so, just
like the Corporation back in the day.
Corporation, right? Something like that, where a group of pissed off guys that claim that Triple H is abusing his power come back and feud with him. You know what I mean? And who knows? Maybe you'll have CM Punk, Triple H, and John Cena on one side, and all these other guys on the other side. You know what I mean? But
I like it. Nick Foley's got to come in at some point. I don't think he would be part of the negative group, but he could be involved.
Right. Yeah, they could do anything, but Nash will be back eventually. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. They could call it Future Endeavor. I don't know. Caller, you're live.
That's a good one.
What's up?
Well, what are your thoughts on MRH 443?
On what? What did he say?
I think it was like a bullshit call.
Oh, I have no idea. You call us up, guys. It's 518-712-3070. Once again, 518-712-3070. We've only got one phone line, so just give us a call, and we'll try to get to each and every one of you guys before we go off the air here tonight. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, I'm wondering if you guys could give me your in-depth analysis on Mason Ryan. And do you think he's growing his hair out so he doesn't look like Batista? And how do you think his babyface potential push is going to turn out?
We'll see. Mason Ryan is...
He got the look, that's for sure.
What do they say? Mason Ryan is greener than goat shit? Is that somebody? Somebody say that, dude. He's greener than goat shit, or something like that. Dude.
I like it.
Yeah, but it might have been Haller. Who came up with that? I can't remember.
I think Gary did it 2 weeks ago.
Greener than goose shit? Is that what it is?
Yeah, goose shit, yeah.
What's the difference if it's goose shit, horse shit, cow shit?
Who the hell knows, dude?
There's no difference, right? Anyways, no. Mason Ryan, listen, obviously the guy looks like Dave Bautista, right? And it looked like by the angle they did last night that he's going to be a face. He's green. He's really, really green in the ring. There were people in FCW that said there was no way that this guy should have been called up as soon as he was, but he's got the look. The look that WWE's looking for. You know, the big guy, the Batista.
Like the argument CM Punk and Triple H had about the bodybuilder fetish and shit.
Right.
Like, clearly, like guys that look like that. Look at this vendetta, man. He's got a side-by-side picture of Batista and Mason Ryan on the screen right now. Like I've been paying attention. No matter what we're talking about, he's got a picture to go with what we're talking about all night long.
Now, this is on the actual stream.
On the Justin TV stream, yeah.
Oh, it's on the Justin TV.
Yeah. If you go to the chat room, you can see it on the actual embedded video.
I don't go to WZROnline.com/chat. I use the actual.
I know.
You know what I mean? So I don't see what's going on. That's cool.
He does a great fucking job. Like when we talk about Raw, he's got the logo up, and then like segment by segment. If we're talking about Triple H promo, there's Triple H. If you're talking about CM Punk, there's CM Punk.
Vendetta's a good guy, man. Producer.
He's real good.
WZR Radio. And by the way, guys, Hell in a Cell coming up this Sunday night on pay-per-view. If you want a live stream, you pay a couple bucks. It's like $10 or something like that. And you get all the pay-per-views every month. TNA, WWE, and some other ones that I'm not supposed to mention. So, WSNLive.com. Once again, WSNLive.com. Rob and Vendetta do an awesome job over there. And big props to Vendetta for putting us on the air on a weekly basis. Guys, get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. I guess let's just check. Are we still up? Well, we're up, so that's good.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood, right? Doing it. All right, any more phone calls, guys? 518-712-3070. 518-712-3070. We've got open phone lines right now if you want to call up live. By the way, my Facebook page, I've only got about 5 more people that I can accept before they max me out at the 5,000 limit. So I'd rather have people from WZR Radio, WZR Army. I'd rather have you guys on the Facebook page. The loyals, right? The diehards, man.
The Army, yeah.
Go to Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Once again, Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR, and add me. I'll take care of you guys after we go off the air here tonight. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, do you think Zack Ryder could be in line for the U.S. title?
I think so.
I thought he was already who's the U.S. champ?
Ziggler.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Judging by what they did with Raw last night, I think we're going to see a program between Ryder and Ziggler.
Did they get rid of Swagger? Weren't they doing Swagger Ziggler with the Vicky thing and all that?
They've still got the Vicky thing ongoing, dude. But that was part of the, the 6-man tag team match they set up last night. With Swagger and Ziggler against Air Boom and Zack Ryder. But
Mason Ryan in it.
Yeah, I think they're going to do continue a singles program with Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler, so we'll see what happens. I wouldn't surprise me to see him win the U.S. title. You ready for Jackie?
Bring her on.
Let's bring her on. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
What's the whole deal with Otunga working with Vicky and the others?
Boone?
I didn't know there was a deal with that. What is the deal?
Well, I know that Otunga has a law degree from Harvard, and I was watching last night, and I'm like, okay, what are they up to? Because I'm kind of thinking, are they forming some kind of faction or something?
Well, that's what it looked like last night, and who knows? I mean, the idea is Otunga he comes from Harvard, he's got a background in law school, this, that, and the other thing, and people come to him and ask for legal advice, and they set this up. Obviously, it was a one-week thing last
New direction, yeah.
We're going to have to wait and see where they go with it, but it looks like Otunga is going to lead a faction of guys. And who knows, man? Could it be a major faction of guys that just all of a sudden get pissed off? What was it, an unsafe working environment in WWE is what Otunga brought up?
Yeah.
It could be anything where Otunga goes and he tries to recruit a group of guys. And,
what happens with McGillicuddy now? That's the question.
Well, that's what I asked you earlier, man. What, does he, who knows? I think he gets lost in the shuffle, man.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Or something. And, God, if you're going to, listen, if McGillicuddy gets lost in the shuffle, dude, that's like taking two guys, right, and you put them next to each other, right? And for the internet fan base would out on this, right? You've got Otunga, put them together. Otunga or McGillicuddy. You know McGillicuddy being Joe Hennig's son, right? And David Otunga, a guy that can't work for shit, green as goose shit, horse shit, whatever. Can't cut a promo for shit. And we know, I mean, if you were to put them two side by side, McGillicuddy or Otunga, everybody on the internet's going to say, why aren't you pushing McGillicuddy? This guy's got it in ring.
He can work, yeah.
You don't really know.
He's getting done.
And they're taking Otunga and putting him over McGillicuddy. If that's
it's the bodybuilder fellowship again, man. It's the same thing as Mason Ryan. He's got the look.
I guess if the guy can't talk and has no charisma whatsoever, but if he's got the look.
Yeah, if he looks good on the poster in a 7-Eleven cup, you get a push.
There you go, dude, and that's what's going on. That's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous that they're putting Otunga over McGillicuddy, but what are you going to do?
Okay, another thing, when's Undertaker coming back? Because a lot of my friends are asking me, when's Undertaker coming back?
Well, you tell me.
He's got to grow his hair back, and then, he'll be back by WrestleMania time, so you got that at least as a marker, but I don't know.
No. He'll definitely be back. They always do the yearly WrestleMania match. I don't think he'll be back.
Who do you think the match will be this year, or next year?
He'll be out at least through 2011, I would guess. Do you
have any guesses who they'll have him face at WrestleMania?
I don't know. That's too far away, dude.
Yeah, I can't guess either.
Yeah, that's way too far away. Calling you live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey guys, how do you guys feel about that anal bleeding thing trending?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
that hit Twitter, didn't it, as a trend or whatever?
Yeah, it went up on Twitter last night, dude.
That's funny.
It was ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous.
The chat room was going on fire with anal bleeding before we started the show tonight.
Anal bleeding, dude. How about that, dude? They mentioned it once on Monday Night Raw last night, and that was the joke, dude. Jim Ross came out. Remember they did the whole thing, dude, with Jim Ross and he was on a surgery table, dude, and they were pulling...
Yeah, colon cancer or whatever?
Yeah, and they were
pulled his head out of his ass and all that.
Yeah, dude, pulled all this stuff out of his ass. And Michael Cole made a joke, one little joke on Monday Night Raw about anal bleeding, dude. And it's like, what? Everybody flocks to Twitter? Everybody goes to Twitter and types in anal bleeding?
I guess, man. Do you remember Vince McMahon's name when he was doing the Jim Ross colon cancer surgery segment? Do you remember the doctor's name?
Oh, God, what was it?
Dr.
Heine?
There you go, Dr. Heine, you win.
Heine, dude. Get the
fucking stupid.
Out of here, dude. So ridiculous.
It goes back to the thing we were talking about earlier, where he just has a vendetta, no pun intended, against Jim Ross.
A vendetta against Jim Ross?
I know.
God, well, at least the web server's still up, right? WZROnline.com, the official home of WZR Radio, WZROnline.com. We've got a live chat room on and popping. Let's do something different tonight. We've got time tonight, right? People in the chat room, what do you want to talk about? Well, let's take questions out of the chat, because some people don't want to call up, right? Some people don't, they
get nervous.
They get nervous. They're phone shy. They don't want to call up. So, but we've got a lot of people in the chat room. So, ask your questions. Put a question mark at the end of it so that we know that it deals with which Jack you look like. I couldn't tell you.
Take a guess.
Yeah, you take a guess. So we want to talk any breaking news, news rumors. Chris Jericho. There's one. Chris Brown in the chat room. Any updates on Chris Jericho's status? The deal with Jericho is he keeps things a secret, man, where he and only a very few other people know when he's going to be returning. He's not the type of guy that comes out here and gives hints here and there about when he's going to come back. He's the type of guy that when it happens, you don't expect it.
Talk about save us like he did. He needs to come back and save us. Could you imagine a Chris Jericho CM Punk program, the promos you would get, the matches? Forget about it, dude.
Look at this. Chris Sade in the chat. I just got on. What's the latest Matt Hardy news? Well, let me start from the beginning for you, brother. I'll start from step one. No.
Let's redo the whole show for that guy.
Yeah, right. You know what? UFC from Saturday night.
All right. We had UFC 135. Jones versus Rampage from the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. Main event was for the light heavyweight title. John Jones with his first title defense against Mr. Rampage. You actually bet money there and lost, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
Yeah, but the fight before that, I bet money and won, so...
That's because I didn't... You make me bet when I want to. I would never have picked Hughes over Koscheck, dude.
I didn't want Rampage over Jones, dude. I knew Jones was going to kick his ass, but I said...
You picked I asked you the day before the show. I said, just asking you. You said Rampage. I said, I'll bet you that all
I always take the people that are... I always take the underdog.
Yeah, you like making the underdog picks, but I actually had like a feeling that Rampage was just gonna goddamn do it and knock him out, but he didn't. Talk about toolbox.
Let me take one more phone call. One more phone call here, and then we'll go back to UFC. Caller, you're live. What's up?
What's up?
What's that?
Hi. I haven't been on the Undertaker.
We just talked about that, dude.
What do you ask?
What's the latest on the Undertaker?
Oh, Christ. Same as Matt Hardy, brother. Come on, work with us here.
All right, back to UFC. Sorry.
UFC. So John Jones defeated Quentin Rampage Jackson via submission, rear naked choke at 1 minute and 14 seconds of the 4th round. But for the previous 3 rounds, I mean, he just beat the crap. I mean, he made him, like I said, talk about toolbox. Rampage looked like a damn toolbox on Saturday night. It was.
Yeah.
If you're a big Rampage fan like me, it was so damn depressing to watch. But
he was hurting after the at the post-fight presser, dude. I know he showed up late. But after
getting stitches, yeah.
Bro, after it was over, he could barely walk, man, from the leg kicks. I mean,
yeah, he was getting all kinds of weird kicks too, like push kick. I remember once he almost threw his. Remember he pushed like a push kick on his knee, and like Rampage's leg buckled, and.
Right, dude. He could barely walk at the after the post-fight presser was over, dude. And he got up and
Jones couldn't either because Rampage checked a few kicks, and yeah, Jones was hitting shin on shin, and he said his legs were real sore. So
checked a few chicks. I like that.
Check a few kicks. Oh, eat a dick. Eat a few dicks.
Checked a few chicks.
Oh, go eat a backpack full of penises, dude. You're jumping on.
Backpack full of penises.
There's your Facebook quote of the night right there, everybody. Backpack full of penises.
All right.
Josh Koscheck defeated Matt Hughes via knockout with 1 second left of the first round. But before that, Hughes' stand-up was actually looking surprisingly good. He was doing a good job, and then he got caught. So
what's the deal with Hughes? Is he done, or...?
He's done. Like, Dana White, you heard the press conference. Dana White said Hughes will never say the word retire, but it was the last fight of his contract. But he says his wife wants him to retire. And Dana White pretty much confirmed it. He said he doesn't expect him to come back.
I don't think so. I think we're going to see Hughes again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody says they want to be done, and then like a year goes by, and they're like, fuck it, I got to fight.
Oh, of course, dude. Not only that, but look at, for what we're talking about MMA, like Dave Bautista, right? The whole MMA thing really not working out for him, right? Bobby Lashley, now back to taking indie bookings for pro wrestling.
For wrestling, yeah.
Really didn't work out for him. Brock Lesnar is the only guy that it's really worked out, and I still don't have faith in Lesnar, dude. I don't
either. If he takes one more ass whooping, I could see him saying, fuck this shit. Yeah, I'll just go be a wrestler again.
He's got a weak chin, man. It's like every time Brock gets caught, dude, or punched square in the face, he's got a weak chin, bro.
I don't want to say he's got a weak chin, because he's never really been knocked out, but he definitely cowers away. There's like 2 reactions you can have from getting hit. You can want to beat the person up for hitting you, or you can cower away in fear. Like, I don't like getting hit. He's the second one. He does not like getting hit. It's
you
obvious.
Can't stand it, dude. You're right.
No. Nate Diaz defeated Takano Orgomi in the opener round via armbar submission at 4:27 of round 1. That was a great performance by Diaz. He looked awesome.
Right, yeah, Diaz, was Nick there or no?
No, Nick wasn't there.
Wasn't there in the corner?
No. No, he had Gilbert Melendez in his corner and somebody else, I forget, but no, I was looking specifically for Nick, because I was like, if he can make it to this, why couldn't he make it to the press? He's going to miss like $1 million to fight in the co-main event instead of the main event. It's just ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And 2 other fights real quick. Travis Brown defeated Rob Broughton via unanimous decision after 3 rounds. Both guys were heavyweights. They're in Denver with the altitude. They just got insanely tired, and it just was pathetic by the 3rd round. And same situation with Mark Hunt, who defeated Ben Rothwell via decision after 3 rounds. Those guys could barely move by the end of the 3rd round. They were so tired.
Yeah, those were the 2 heavyweight fights, right, dude?
Yep.
Both guys just gassed out, man, towards the end.
Big time.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal was interviewed by Ariel Helwani after the show. He was talking about John Jones and everything. So he latches himself onto all the pound-for-pound guys. If you notice, like Lyoto Machida, Anderson Silva, John Jones.
Right.
Who do you think would win, John Jones versus Anderson Silva? Who wins?
Oh my God, bro! Well, they're doing it's going to be Jones and Rashad, right? And then
next, correct.
Would the winner of that go on to fight Anderson, or
no? Anderson's not going to leave 185 pounds. And John Jones can't make 185, no way. So it's probably never going to happen.
Who would win that fight? Oh man, bro!
I would say John Jones, man.
I would say John Jones too. Just after seeing the performance on Saturday night, dude, I would say John Jones. But that's like asking me to pick the winner of Cain Velasquez and Dos Santos.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I agree.
I can't pick that, bro. I can't pick that. I think for Overeem and Lesnar, I think I'm taking Overeem.
I'm leaning towards Overeem, but at the same time, I think Overeem's a lot of hype right now. I think people think he's a lot better than he is. They don't like. I've followed his career. Like, he fought in Pride all the time, and he fought in rings and everything. Like, so I've seen his whole career, and he got enormously big. I don't know how he's going to fight in the UFC with the drug tests and everything. So we'll see if he's clean or not. But I can't explain his rise to stardom lately. Like, it's great. It's because he won the K1. Really. Everybody thinks he's the man.
Crusade in the chat room says Ryan Clark no-sells questions. What's your question? I don't no-sell questions, dude.
Yeah. Well, because you didn't give a straight answer for Jones and Silva, I mean...
What's the question? What's his name? Crusade in the chat room.
Yeah, well, what is his question?
He didn't say that. Never mind.
He said he didn't say that. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Whatever.
Look at the stream. John Jones and Rampage up on the... Goddamn, you're good.
Yeah, he's got him off there, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's good shit, dude. That's awesome. He's
a good guy. All right, anything else for UFC MMA, check out MMAnews.com. MMAnews.com.
MMAnews.com. And listen, guys, the Facebook post is already up. I am not feeling it. I'm stressed out, bro.
Not a good show tonight.
Listen, the website went down right... Dude, you saw me dealing with this about a half an hour before we went live tonight, man. It was ridiculous.
Are you down again right now? No, okay.
No, we're up, dude. It's just, I gotta go. We're gonna go and take care of this. SmackDown spoilers are gonna be up here in just a little bit, dude. I almost feel like we shouldn't have done a show tonight, but we gotta be here. It's Tuesday night, and I gotta get these issues resolved, dude. Obviously, I can't have these websites crashing every single day. And, they're up like 95% of the time, and they're only down for, 20 minutes at a time, you know what I mean? But they go down 3 or 4 times a day, these, just the last couple of days. What?
Vendetta put a picture, actually one of my pictures even had the MMAnews.com watermark on it, but it was Kevin Randleman's staph infection. It was the grossest fucking thing I've ever seen, and he just had it up on there. Oof.
Yuck.
Oof.
So listen, I gotta work on getting this. I'll solve the issue. I'm going to work with 2 programmers right now. I've got my server company guy. He is on here as well. So the 3 of us are gonna go to town on this motherfucker.
If you need me for anything, bro, let me know. CGI or whatever.
Yeah, and it's mainly PHP and Apache and everything. I mean, it's...
Oh, that's right. You don't use PS News anymore.
It's server language that people wouldn't understand, but it's crazy. It just stresses you out, bro. I mean, your eyes, by the end of this thing, you're just like, God damn, I gotta walk away from the computer. So we're gonna go to town on this thing.
Feedback.
Yeah, right now. The post is already up on Facebook. Go to Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Once again, Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. Go submit your feedback. The post is already up, and I'm sorry if we sucked, man. We'll at least do shout-outs, right, before we go on.
We can do shout-outs, yeah.
Right, no doubt. AMC Boy, Django Fett, ECW for Life, Crusade, sorry for no selling you tonight, Acer, E-Sharp 80, RKO 408, Jack Matrix, Dino UK.
Yeah, Dino UK, Ryan Clark's biggest fan, Rumple Foreskin, Diego Gomez. Now they're going way too quick for me. RKO 408, Shop to a Man, whatever that is. Rorasaur, Nate Joseph 09, EMLS, Seamus Ireland, RKO Viper, Grindhard 2010.
Solidus, TNA Wrestling 12, Generation Next, JTab 79, Mikey Mike, Carl, Jorby. I'm CM.
Yeah, I was trying to read that too. I'm a CM Punk Mark. Enough said.
Enough said. There you go. Right.
One Man Dynasty. Monday Night McIntyre.
Kerry 420. Ryan Clark.
Acer.
All right, that'll do it. We'll talk to you guys next Tuesday night. And listen, I'm going to do this right now, guys. We're going to work on WZROnline.com. The feedback overall has been really, really good on the new design, and we're going to start doing galleries and everything else. I promise you guys I will have these issues fixed within the next 24 to 48 hours, and we won't have to deal with this anymore.
If not, I'll buy you all another soda. That's a promise from Ryan Clark, folks. That's on a free WZR T-shirt. No problem.
Yeah, we're going to do the T-shirt thing, too. That's going to be coming up. So we'll take care of it, and we'll figure this whole thing out, and I'll keep you guys posted on Facebook, Facebook.com/Ryan Clark WZR. We'll see you next Tuesday night for Matt Boone.
That's me.
This is Ryan Clark.
That's him.
And see you next Tuesday, 8 to 10 Eastern Time on the all-new, newly designed WZROnline.com.